Okay, let's give credit to where credit is due with Present Fathers, aka Grizzly Adams, but I want to point a couple things out. So this guy over my shoulder, Present Father, Present Fathers, he has different names on different social media. He he's bragging about how he just did his final trial after going through family court and spending tens of thousands of dollars. Remember, I help guys do it for free without an attorney because I got custody of my daughter when she was 7 months old by myself without an attorney. This guy says you have to go to court and spend tens of thousands of dollars, but only recently did he start saying, oh, you can do it without an attorney. Just buy this lawyer's book for 40 or 50 bucks to teach you how to do it. So he's a total sellout for that move. So here's his advertisement for David Pissarra. He's this gay attorney that's a father's rights advocate who I believe is a guy who said dads should never do a contempt motion, and I won my first contempt motion on my first try. So David Pissarra, even though he might be sincere and genuine, he's a hustler. He realizes there's not much resources out there for dads, so he gives people a book, or he sells a book. So this guy says all these family law attorneys are corrupt and the system is corrupt, and the corrupt system is made by family law attorneys. And what does he do? He says, hey, look at this book I want you to buy by David Pissarra. And David Pissarra says, don't fight that hard, because David Pissarra has specifically told people in LA that I'm too radical, even though I got full custody and I won. And I think it's because I busted him, because I think he's the attorney who said, don't go for contempt. Only do it if there's money involved. And the only time money is involved is when women do contempt for child support. So it doesn't make any sense. But see, here he is on David Pissarra's nuts.
Family law attorney with 27 years under his belt to find a real solution for guys like us.
Oh,
and I found it.
Oh, so because he has 27, there he is right there. So because David Pissarra has 27 years, that means he automatically know stuff. The attorneys with the more experience know how to work the system and know how to bamboozle people more than anybody. That's like saying, well, this guy's been in the mafia for 25 years, so he understands ethical business practices. Get the frick out of here, dude.
It's called Dad's Child Custody Action Plan. And listen, it's not some fancy lawyer talk. It's straight up, step-by-step tactics. The stuff no one tells you until it's too late.
Okay, so there's no proof that what this guy does actually works. I don't know if I've seen testimonials. Maybe they are. But I see his videos pop up everywhere. And just like Judge Anthony, I don't see a lot of results. And then I hear people come back and say, this guy is full of crap. And I know a couple guys who got screwed by that dude with his information. So anyway, so let's get back to Present Father, whatever this, I don't know what this dude's real name is. Let's get back to his testimony. This is why this guy is such a PUSSY. Now, congrats to him, because it looks like he's about to get 50-50. But he says later in this video, go to his Instagram yourself and look at it. I don't know if he has this on TikTok. I didn't notice it, but this dude says that the mother told the kids, because the kids were saying, Mom says you're going to kill us. She's psychologically abusing the kids. So this guy is admitting, I don't want to take the kids away from the mom. So because psychological abuse and alienation is just as traumatic as physical and sexual abuse, if this guy's baby's mom was slapping the kids around, or she had a boyfriend who was molesting the kids, he would say, I don't want to put her on supervised visits. I want the kids to have a mother. God, pussy ass bitch. Who does that? This is how dumb all these fathers' rights groups are. Now, he's really famous. And there's some people who say, James, you're an a-hole. I like him. He encourages fathers. Yeah, he tells guys, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Just tough it out and hang in there. You could do this. Don't retaliate by calling the mother a child abuser, even if she is. Just be nice. And in the end of this video, he says, I spent tens of thousands of dollars in however many years he's been in court. I got full custody of my daughter when she was 7 months old without her lawyer. And I'm the a-hole? People don't like me saying this because it causes you to realize I need to step up and be a real man and protect my kids. I look like a pussy-ass bitch for the way that I've been fighting, and I don't like James calling me out for that, so I'm going to deflect and say, I like this guy better. Now, if you want to spend tens of thousands of dollars, you want to be patient like him, He says later in the video that the mom says, you know what, why doesn't, I just want the kids to live with him. I just want sole decision making. Think about the nerve. So this guy was such a pussy the whole time that he didn't get the mother on. If he would have the mother on supervised visitation, he would have sole decision making, and he would have a great shot for that. So late, he says, I went to trial, and the mom says, I want the kids to live with the father. He said the judge is going to take it under advisement and make a ruling in 30 to 60 days. The fact that the judge didn't make a decision immediately means the judge might think of a way to give her 50-50 anyway, or to give her sole decision making. Or the judge might not like the fact that he should have, if he does get custody and she's every weekend, he should have sole decision making, especially given her history. But this guy is not bringing up all her abusive stuff in court, it seems like. So he's sabotaging his own case. So she might have joint decision making, which means every single decision with the kids is going to be a fight if they disagree. So he wants to kiss her ass like a pussy ass faggot bitch. Hopefully that TikTok won't pick that up and ban it for what it is. He wants to do that. Why? What is the noble thing that he's doing? Oh, the kids need the mother. We all know that the kids need a mother and father, but they need a healthy mother and father. They don't need a drug addict. They don't need an abuser. They don't need a molester mother or father. And he's got an abusive mother who traumatizes the kids just as much as a physical abuser or SA abuser. And he's saying, I want her to be involved. I want her to be involved. This type of simp and pussy ass motherfucking faggoty bitch is endangering his kids. All he ever talks about is how abusive the mother is in court and how toxic she is and how she's an alienator. And he says he wants her to have the kids. So they've been having 50-50 because he wants it against the advice of his own attorney. Don't you guys wish you had most of you guys have an attorney who doesn't even want to fight for full custody, let alone put the mother on supervised visits. He had an attorney like that. He said, no, I don't want to be that harsh. Why? Because he's a fruity, feminine, little whipped, little biznotch. Now that's great that he's ended up with 50-50, but 50% of the time the kids are going to be endangered or they've been doing 50-50, and the kids are under the danger of the toxic home. And the mother proposed that because the mother never really wanted custody, she just wanted control and stuff like that. And now that they're at the end of it, depending on what state he's in, a lot of states would say, well, whatever the kids have been used to, the 50-50, they don't want to disrupt that. So they might say that's in the best interest of the child. And this guy is so stupid. He's such a low IQ Neanderthal. He's as dumb as he sounds. Dumb jock, lumberjack who can't do a simple math equation. He can't put 2 plus 2 together because he doesn't realize if he got full custody, he can let the kids see the mother as much as possible. If she got full custody or if she got 50-50, he's not seeing the kids one more minute above and beyond. Now, if I wanted to be super popular and wanted to be all about followers and stuff like that, I would come on here and say, hey, look, I got full custody without an attorney and be all gentle and sweet and nice. And 99% of you that would hit me up for help or whatever would realize you got to do stuff and put in work, and then you might get one appointment with me and you never have another appointment. And I would make more money and I would be more popular. But I don't want to be a fake ass phony biznotch. And I definitely don't want to be a PUSSY like this guy and tell guys to tough it out and wait and wait and wait and wait. And the solution to this is not mine. I stumbled across the solution because I was one of the rare guys who had balls to fight the mother and call her out in court. And it turned out that's the war of attrition. Now, he actually confirms what I tell you guys. He said they had a long, drawn-out family court case, and he was able to afford tens of thousands of dollars. And he's so stupid, he says in this video, it took away tens of thousands of dollars that went to the kids' education fund and all this other stuff. If he would have went for the supervised visitation, she'd be the one paying all the stuff up. And she would look crazy, and if she went to court, she would look crazy, and they would shut her down, and he wouldn't have to fight, or he could get attorney fees from her. Because he didn't play it right, it's dragged out. But the way that it's dragged out, that usually wears the other side down, and now she's tired of fighting, so she says, fine, I don't really want the kids. I just wanted custody for child support sake. He can have the kids. I don't even care anymore. He wore her down through the war of attrition, which is what I said worked. But he wanted to do it for tens of thousands of dollars with an attorney, and he didn't listen to an attorney, and he took the PAB route and said, I bow down to the mother. I bow down to feminism. I don't want to blaspheme women. I don't even want to talk bad about a woman, even a child abuser. I love my baby's mom more than I love my kids. I hate my kids because I don't want to protect them from the baby's mom. I want to do the politically correct thing that feminism says and make sure the mother is 50-50. Congrats to him if he gets custody